Albert Einstein once said that nothing is more destructive of respect for the government and the law of the land than passing laws which cannot be enforced. What use is the rule of law if it can't be enforced or if there's no one to uphold it? This is the reason why insurgencies do everything they could to undermine the rule of law, making it seem like the government is ineffective in taking care of its population's rights, ensuring the easy overthrow of said government. An insurgency in its infancy plots, attempts, and carries out murder, extortion, arson, robbery, and kidnapping. These are some of the exact same activities of organized crime. As such, the effectiveness of a sovereign state's police force is very important in the very early stages of an insurgency. The Taliban's successful insurgency, which led to the ousting of the government led by Burhanuddin Rabbani and their subsequent takeover of Kabul in 1996, can be a testament to pre-Taliban Afghanistan's poor police force. Furthermore, as Afghanistan was in the midst of a civil war back then, the police force might have been non-existent. Population is key in any insurgency. The more the insurgents get the support of the population by breaking laws to highlight government inefficiency, the harder it is to believe the legitimacy of the government in place. The establishment of a highly trained and corruption-free law enforcement institution in Afghanistan should be highly prioritized in its stabilization. The tasks that law enforcement does in its area of jurisdiction are not what military forces are trained to do. However, because of Afghanistan's unique situation, this is what the military forces there are doing now. This proves to be tricky because traditional military training is not necessarily the same as the training in law enforcement. One glaring difference is the use of force. Law enforcement limits its use of force, as it must still act according to law. On the other hand, military forces that operate in areas of armed conflict traditionally doesn't limit their use of force. Insurgencies are put to rest when the population of an area recognizes a legitimate government. A government with laws made to ensure the welfare of its population is a good start. It goes without saying that security should be more than 20% in counterinsurgency. Also, security should be local and at the very least corruption-free. Training people who are going to play a significant part in building a solid law enforcement institution in Afghanistan, whether it is done locally or outside of the country, is of the utmost importance.